Well, during this month of October, we have been focusing on our stewardship, the gifts we give back to God. And our theme is what follows our ministry theme for this year, which is Love Regardless. And then we've added on a little bit for our stewardship month, Love Regardless, a Generous Life. And a few weeks ago, you received in your email or through the postal mail our narrative budget, which is our brochure that tells our story, celebrates our story as a church, and shares what our offerings, what our promises to God go to. And so we hope you have had a chance to read that brochure, and also with that brochure came our pledge commitment cards for 2026, and so I hope you've had an opportunity to prayerfully consider what your commitment will be in the next year. And so we thank you for, again, pledging for next year and making those promises to God. And we hope that you can return those cards by next Sunday. On All Saints' Day, we'll have our celebration Sunday of accumulation of our stewardship this month and be able to offer those promises back to God. And by making a pledge, it also helps our leadership board as we look to make our budget for the next year of what we will support, the ministries that we'll support, and how we support our staff and the other ministries that we shared, again, not only in our community, but around the world. So thank you for those promises that you make, because every act of commitment, every giving of commitment is an act of worship, and so we do thank you for that. And the last couple of weeks, we have been listening to Chuck Knows Church videos, and then hearing a little bit from Chuck about first week he talked about blessing, and last week we talked about the apportionments of our United Methodist Church and what those go to share around the world as well. And today we're changing it up a little bit, because the other thing, besides our annual commitments that we make to the church, we are still trying to keep our story growing by paying down the mortgage debt on our beautiful building that was built in this portion of the building that was remodeled and built in 2013. And we are making excellent progress on that. And so today, we have Jack Malone, who's our chair of our leadership board. So instead of Chuck Knows Church, we have Jack Knows Church. And he's live here today, and he's going to give us a good news update about our mortgage.
Good morning. A couple things to clarify first. This is important. I'm wearing a suit. I don't wear a suit anymore. Number two, I forgot my reading glasses. I'm not styling with the purple. Okay? Some important notes. You received a card when you came in. I'm not going to read everything there because I'm pretty confident everybody sitting here can read. So I want to point out some important things. Our original loan was $1,680,208. $1 million? Whoa, that's a lot of money. The other thing is the loan matures May 1st, 28, at which time we are due a balloon payment of $331,682. Again, wow. Now the good news. The current loan balance is $209,432.52 as of the end of this month of September. We have done an excellent job of lowering our debt. Further good news, I get to share all the good news, don't I? Further good news is that at the end of October, we will be below $200,000. The leadership board on last Thursday night voted to pay another $20,000 in principal towards the balance. If we keep this up, we could and will pay off the debt by the end of this 26. But we have to continue to pay what we do. So what I'm asking all of you, the commitment that you signed 3 years ago, or pledged 3 years ago, is done at the end of this year. So what we are asking, please, if you can possibly do it, continue it through 26, and that will help us pay off the debt. The other thing we're asking of you is, if you can possibly do it, make one-time payment towards the debt. This has been a burden on this church since I joined. All the credit to getting this paid off goes to the leadership committee and one wonderful pastor, Jenny. I never thought when I joined this church that we would be able to pay off this debt and I would see it through my whole life. But this church has been committed and paid, and we appreciate it. As a leadership board, we can only do certain things. It's the congregation that makes this go. So please do what you can, and thank you.
Thank you, Jack. So that is good news. So I will not echo any more of what Jack said other than thank you. We are making good progress, and we will have a big party. There'll be a mortgage burning party when this is all said and done. So thank you.